Hello, folks. I'm Detroit Miracle. Yes, and indeed. Right now, I am here to review the trailer for the 2016 movie called David and Goliath. This is a more modernized take on that epic film, which is a biblically inspired film because Goliath and David, all of that is in the Bible, of course. So, yeah, I admit that I saw other David and Goliath representations and adaptations and whatever you call them, and I found them to be good. Because the whole story, the way it plays out in terms of the underdog defeating the overdog, that story appealed to me. In other words, the short, small guy beats the giant guy, but everybody thought the giant guy would win, and then the small guy becomes the national hero. So that went into David's story. He wasn't from royalty initially, and he would inevitably become King David, of course, but he started off from meager and humble beginnings. I don't think he was a rich royal aristocrat in this society, but he was chosen, of course, to do the impossible and defeat something that nothing else had defeated, of course, which was Goliath. Yeah, David took on Goliath, and the rest was history. Well, this such story is another characterization of that epic event, which took place in the Bible and, of course, a long time ago. So I recently sat down to watch this trailer, and I found that this particular trailer involving David and Goliath differs from other David and Goliath movies. For example, Goliath isn't 10 feet tall, 11 feet tall, 20 feet tall in this. Instead, he's probably 7 feet tall. He looks like a wrestler. So they put a more modernized spin on that story in terms of showing a bit much bigger, taller person than David, but he wasn't necessarily super tall, like 20 feet tall or taller than that. All right, so I'm sitting down to replay the trailer in my mind and in my head, and I'm profiling it to you. I've seen the trailer most recently. Okay, here we go. David and Goliath. All right, it's starting off. I must say that the cinematography looks nice in this. The picture looks clear, crisp. Okay, they put a lot into this production. It doesn't look minuscule or cheap. Okay, someone is visiting David and telling him that he has a particular calling. They're talking about a warrior, a great warrior that's never been defeated or something like that. We can ascertain that they probably mean Goliath. We're seeing David in this film. He looks like a small, tiny person in comparison to Goliath. This guy is maybe 5'6" in height. He's very skinny. I mean, the actor, of course, that's characterizing David in this particular film. This story is before he became King David. It shows earlier on in his life, leading up to his iconic fight with Goliath. Okay, they're showing Goliath beat someone else. He's supposed to be the greatest soldier in that particular region. Soldier, warrior, whatever you want to call him. He has brute, savage strength too. Okay, they're showing David's story progress. And now he's showing how proficient he is with his sling weapon. Okay, David is shown heading into battle. He's being shown undergoing training initially. before he heads to battle. So he's learning various unarmed and armed combat styles as shown. Now he's heading in to take on David. We're seeing him put those rocks in his pocket. He has the sling weapon with him too. So he's going to get busy. All right, they meet on the battlefield. Okay, and as you know, indeed. All right, folks, this trailer looked nice. It showed that, yeah, the film can be remade over and over and over again in terms of the retellings of David and Goliath. So this film is worth sitting through. But what do you think about it? You can let me know if you want.